Look, okay, here in this video, yes, the actions of women. That's right. You know, I've been speaking for a long time about the fact that they've divided the genders so bad that the genders can't even get along. Not only have they divided the genders so bad you can't get along, and placed one above the other and given one all the say-so. But that's the reason TFL is here, is because there's so many men. More men than there is women. There are a few women, but the majority is men. They can't get anybody in their life at all, okay? And they spend years just trying to get somebody in their life. And then in today's society, I really don't know that it's worth getting somebody in your life. I really don't. I really don't know. I mean, I guess if you enjoy being yelled at, screamed at, cussed at, or if you enjoy being used, right? You wonder why George Sidini happened? I don't condone his actions, but you wonder why it happened? You wonder why the women seem to be the majority of the serial killer's victims? That's right. The majority of serial killers that kill women. And why would that be? Well, there's good reasons for it. So let's give some examples of actions that's become norm in today's society, okay? And take a look at these examples, because this has become normal in today's society. So watch out. I'll be back with you.
My father was a very strong, confident man his whole life. Very outgoing, a lot of fun to be around.
Peter Cercelli says his father Al may have logged onto this website to find love, but claims all he actually found on singlesnet.com was heartache and despair.
My life is destroyed. $310, another $250. In 8 months, you got to be sending money almost every day.
Did anybody know about the woman in his life?
I don't think anybody knew what was going on with this. I don't think anybody knew the extent.
Peter says his father sent money more than 5,000 miles away to Accra, Ghana, and to a woman who claimed her name was Aisha.
So this was the girl.
That's the girl I saw, correct.
Peter says his father hoped to meet Aisha and secretly planned for her to travel to the U.S. They chatted online for 8 months. Every time Al sent cash to Aisha, she would send him more provocative pictures like these and a promise to visit soon.
He knew the internet, but he didn't know it the way you do.
I think he knew. He kind of knew what was out there, but, another side of him said, hey, maybe there is a possibility.
But Peter now believes his father's online romance with Aisha was nothing more than an elaborate online scam to bleed his lonely father of his life savings.
What do you see that makes you suspicious?
Well, the amount of Western Union receipts.
What was the amount?
Over 50 grand.
Over 50 grand?
Over 50,000 in 8 months.
Mary Kay Hole is the founder of Your Sphere Media, dedicated to providing social networking and internet safety information.
Why do the scammers like the dating sites so much?
Scammers like the dating sites because they know people are vulnerable. They know people are lonely, and they know that there's opportunity.
In a chat log we discovered hidden on Al Cercelli's computer, there's this last-ditch effort to squeeze every dime out of him. Peter's father tells Aisha, the most I can come up with is $1,300. Aisha writes back, you did your best, hon, and don't worry, I'll come. Al responds, if you don't come, I'm finished. Days later, Peter says, his dad realized there was no woman named Aisha. No plans for her to travel to see him. Only lies and a paper trail of deceit.
I guess most people, once they go broke, they just walk away with their head down. My father wasn't going to do that.
It's too proud.
Absolutely.
Back in his father's home in Yonkers, New York, Peter discovered something far more horrible than just all those wire transfers.
This is where they found him. The couch was here. He was sitting in this couch, slumped over. TV was on. Something that I can't get out of my head.
Last August, Peter says his once proud, now humiliated father ended his own life with a bullet to the head. Al Cercelli was 68 years old.
You think somebody posed as a really beautiful woman and played on your father's head and heart?
Correct. I don't even believe it's a woman at all. Who knows who these people are?
But tonight, we do know who the mystery woman is. The woman Peter's dad thought he was sending thousands of dollars to via Western Union. We find her by tracking her photo to this provocative modeling website she runs out of her home in Florida. Guys who are talking to this picture, they think they're talking to you, but you're saying they're not.
No.
And that's the scam.
Yeah.
Her name is not Aisha, but Juliana says her images and videos have been stolen, uploaded by internet thieves, like that scammer we met earlier living in Accra, Ghana.
How many guys do you think we're talking about?
Couple thousand.
How many have you heard from?
Couple hundred.
A single mother, Juliana thought she could make some easy money as a part-time internet model. She created a website featuring sexy videos and dozens of pictures of her in a bikini. That's how she makes a living.
You're not scamming these guys?
No.
You haven't made a lot of
No.
money off this?
No.
Think what you want about Juliana's online life, but she says she's not one of the scammers. In fact, when we found her at home in Florida, she was posting a new video, a warning to her legions of internet fans.
Hey guys, what's up? So, I've been getting a lot of emails letting me know that people are using my pictures. When I found out about this scam going on, I started making videos warning people.
But Juliana says every time she posts a video on YouTube, the scammers in Ghana would retaliate and have it taken down.
They would flag my videos.
Really?
They flag them, and when you get too many flags, you get 3 strikes, you're out.
And what about all of her photos?
The reality is, if you post a picture on the internet, your photo isn't safe unless you've properly protected it.
Juliana's photos were not protected. She says scammers continue to post her pictures on dozens of other dating websites without her permission.
So when you hear about somebody who sees your pictures, believes it's you, and winds up literally suffering such heartbreak that he kills himself, how do you feel?
It's heartbreaking. I mean, what can I do? There's basically nothing I can do about this.
But she could give a grieving son a chance for closure. Juliana, this is Peter.
Hi, how are you? Sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Thank you.
When I posted my pictures, I never thought how it was going to end up.
Right. I never actually thought that it was you. I knew there was a picture there, but the pictures are all over the place. These people are after money. They don't care.
Yeah, they're
about
cold.
nothing. That's it.
So what do you say to people?
My name's Harvey Lynn Parker.
Shane Cheeseman, 35, Marshall, Illinois.
Shad Bowers. I am 37 years old.
My name is Corey Wynn.
Jacob Cheyenne Anderson, age 35.
My name is Jeffrey Diedeker. I am 26 years old.
My name is Ben Giles, 38 years old.
Eric Nyer, I'm 34, of Sullivan, Missouri.
The Bobby I fell in love with was young, sweet, innocent.
Bobby was smart, charming. She was beautiful at the time.
She did break my heart. She broke my heart.
Well, it wasn't. I didn't hold a shotgun to their head and say, hey, you're getting married to me right now.
I can't even walk into a bank and get a $200 loan if I want because of what she's done to me. And
And she's not only destroyed my finances, but she's taken a piece of me, taken a child.
I see myself as messing up a lot of people's lives, but at the same time, I'm a victim as the rest of they are also.
That she has portrayed herself as a military person, and then she takes advantage of these people.
The most important thing she stole from me was the ability to trust and love again.
I'm 34 years old, and I can say that I never once have been married to somebody that I actually loved.
She is the devil. She's probably got to be the worst person I've ever come in contact with.
I'm not a con woman.
Bobby Ann is inherently evil.
I am probably the most hated woman in America right now.
Sophia, sitting next to her, Kion. Now, last week, Sophia broke Kion's heart when she revealed to him that she cheated throughout their entire relationship, and he may not be the father of both of their children. Take a look at this.
I want to know. I need answers. Come home from work, find my wife crying. I know she's hiding something from me. My 2 daughters, they changed my life for the better.
But you all been together a long time.
7 years.
Tell him why you brought him here.
My first secret is I cheated on you.
What's the other part of the secret?
Samara and I might not be.
To 5-year-old Samara, Kion, you are not. And when it comes to 1-year-old Anaya, Kion, you are not the father.
So what you see there? Yeah, you saw the example of what I was telling you. Millions of people can't give up their lives. The majority are guys, okay? They get desperate. They go out of the way. They try everything they can. This particular guy, well, he went for broke. That's right. He spent more money thinking he had actually meant somebody. And then when he realized he'd been taken for a ride by a sick-in-the-head twisted fuck, probably from Nigeria, okay, and lost his money, he killed himself. I know you're all going to say he was weak because he killed himself. No, he wasn't weak. He was a human being with wants and needs and emotions just like everybody else. But women don't see guys as human beings. Women see themselves as above another human being. They call for equality, and their idea of equality is might as well just take a gun and shoot every guy on the face of the earth and drop him in the ground. Because that's the women's idea of equality, okay? That's right, that's called equal equality to women. No, that's following Satan, okay? It's evil, it's sick. And the only reason there's so many men alone that can't give up their life is because of, well, the media. The music, the books, the magazines. The brain raping of today's society and placing one gender above another gender. Then you've seen the example of what happened with the military gal and all them guys. How she used and conned and manipulated to get her own wants. And how they were all taken for a ride and used and lied to and manipulated by this gal because she was after her own selfish wants. And why did that happen? Well, because we programmed everybody to be all about themselves, and we placed one gender above another gender and gave one gender all the choice in the dating scene, all the everything, all the say-so. The guy has to do all the everything. And the women know this. And so they use it to their advantage to walk all over, shit all over, manipulate, lie, and use to get their own wants. And that's what she did. She didn't care how many guys she hurt as long as she got her own wants. And last but not least, what do we got? That's right, the guy who thought he had a gal that loved him. Who thought the children was his. That's right. And for all you women who want to claim it's the guy who always cheats, it's the guy who always cheats, it's the guy who always cheats. That would only be the bad boy and super hot guys. Because the rest of the guys you women shit on and don't give the time of day. And then you complain about you can't find the right guy. Of course you can't find the right guy. Throw away your expectations list and try to get to know somebody of who they are. Instead of going by lust and greed and monetary value and your selfish wants, you might accidentally find that person. But until you do that, you won't. So what did she do? That's right, she lied to him, she cheated, and of course she cheated. Because there's more women cheating than there is men. I'll guarantee you there's more women cheating than there is men. It's not men that you get hit on every single day. It's not men. It's not women who have to fucking go out there and do all the looking, all the approaching, all the everything to get somebody in their life. It's men. It's women that just dress up, sit back, and take their fucking pick. It's women who get hit on even when they're with somebody in an immoral fucking society. And it's a society that don't give a flying fuck where everybody thinks love is a challenge, a game, a sport. To play with somebody else's emotions and feelings. And you wonder why they're Jack the Rippers. You wonder why George Sidini walked into the gym and fucking took them girls out. I don't condone what he did, but I understand what he did. And I understand why he did it. He didn't want to turn 50 and still be alone. He had his entire life stripped away from him. Because that's what you do, ain't that right, women? Guy just wants one person in his entire life. Just one person, that's all he wants. He don't want to go out and cheat on her. He wants to love her for her. And he wants to have his own kids and raise a family and grow old with her and die with her. But you women seen to it he couldn't have that. That's right. And as soon as you women decide you'll give him a chance, he could never have kids. Why? Because you've already had your kids, and your kids are growing, and you've already had your tubes tied. You don't want no more. So he only had one life to live, and you took that away from him. You destroyed his fucking life for eternity, because it can never be made up. That's how evil this society is. Think about it. Leave your comments and opinions. Next video, you have a good one.